Hi friends, it's Patty from Patty's Art Journals. Today I'm going to be working in one of my mini journals. One of my goals this year is to finish up some of my journals. That's a big goal. But I thought that one way that would make it a little bit more fun and a lot more easier is if I were to join a challenge. So this year I decided, in the middle of the challenge, of course, I decided to join Junk Journal January. It's by Meg's Journals, and I can put a link to her channel down below. So I put this little book together, and this is an idea that I got from Katheryn from Art Paper Joy, who's doing this challenge along with many other artists, and I'll put her channel in a link below too. So one of the things I decided to do when I kind of went through my ephemera and found things that went with the different days, the different challenges. Well, today's the 12th, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this video finished and uploaded today, but it's throwback for today. But so I put a 2, that's day 2. So in here are some things that might be starry, and then over here I put maybe a note or two. So what I'm doing is as I find ephemera that I think might work for one of the days, I'll put them in the little bag with their date, and then I'll jot down some ideas of what I could do. I thought it would help the process move a little bit faster. I haven't been art journaling for a while. I've been doing a lot of memory keeping. So I'm kind of, easing my way back into all this. But I had some fun things that I thought would work for today, and I wanted to go ahead and film it before I forgot, and so let's get going. This is the journal that I'm going to be working in today. I am not going to be doing these challenges, in chronological order through each of, one journal. I'm going to just kind of pick and choose and just see where my mood takes me. This is looking pretty thick, but I did make this thing kind of big. It's made out of a vintage quilt. Super easy, just a doily, a blanket stitch, and a little embellishment. So that was super fun. Oh yeah, and of course the little elastic thing in the back. But yeah, so I'm going to dump these things out. This shouldn't take too long, especially since I'm kind of organized. So to me, Throwback Thursday, or throwback, it means a lot of things to a lot of people. And to me, it kind of reminded me of some of the things that I used to really rely on. Like, this was one of the first tissue papers that I purchased, and I still have it. And this is, I've been art journaling for, let's see, well, over 10 years now. Well over 10 years. So I've had this for quite a while. And these are some of the first little stamps, little stickers I bought way back in the day, and I had those. So this is going to be kind of kitschy, and I thought Throwback Thursday kind of reminded me of kind of old, my throwback days, the 70s or whatever, right? And then got a little memories thing. And so, yeah, just a couple of things here and there. Now, sometimes I will be doing page spreads, and then some days I'll just be doing just one page. I don't know if this is the only page I did in here or not. Let's take a look. Let's do a quick flip through. The boring flip through of no other pages being done but that one. Awesome. Okay, so let's figure out where we want to put some of this ephemera. Pretty sure I made this journal. Isn't that awful that I can't even remember whether or not I made this or bought it? But I think I made it. All these papers look super familiar. So let's see. Let's try not to take too long on this process. I think I'm going to go with this one, because I think this tag might be fun, because I really do have a lot of stuff to work with on this particular one. So I'm going to, as usual, I always have this disclaimer. I'll chit-chat, break in. If I feel like I'm just kind of processing and arting it up and not talking, I might just speed the process up, put in some music, come back in if I have something to say. But one of the reasons why I've taken such a huge break from art journaling and, well, basically creativity, is because I've had a lot of family things going on. And so I, kind of put stuff on hold. I have a hard time feeling creative when I've got a lot of work to do. I know a lot of people are really good about, balancing all of that, but I just wanted to put things like this on hold until I could get things sorted with family issues. And so things seem to be working in the right direction. And so here I am, ready to go. Let's see. Other than the fact that I don't... There we are. Okay. Sometimes tissue paper doesn't tear in certain directions that you want it to. I always thought that this looked very 70s. So I tried to find some ephemera that might go with that. Might as well just get it on there, right? One of the other things that I wanted to share is this whole idea of getting back, joining a challenge. Sorry, I'm so tongue-tied. I don't know what's going on. I think it's just been a while since I've made a video, so just bear with me. I've been having some issues with inspiration, and I just felt like I really wanted to share that part of what's been going on, because I know that's an issue for a lot of people. And there's so much inspiration out there. There's so much, there's so many techniques to learn and so many different ways of doing things. But I'll be really honest with you, I'm really not that interested in learning new things right now. I really just want to get to art journaling, get back into making videos. And it just kind of dawned on me when I was checking out some of the people that I follow on YouTube, that these challenges they're just a perfect solution for that. Somebody else tells me, like, this is what we think you ought to try out, but I don't have to learn a different technique. I just can use my technique for their challenge, which I think is just perfect. It's just exactly what I need right now, because I want to get in here. I want to work on my journals. I want to have that kind of self-care piece in my life right now. And having somebody else kind of almost doing some of the thinking for me is just right up my alley. You know, just a great jump start for the year. Now, of course, I wish I would have thought about doing this when it first started so that I'm not 12 days behind. But, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, that kind of brings me a little bit more to, you know, making these videos. I almost just kind of decided to, maybe this isn't the right thing for me to be doing. I'm not doing anything new. This isn't, you know, there's so many people out there that are teaching just these great techniques, and I just keep kind of doing the same thing almost. But I thought, you know, there's a niche for people that just kind of like to keep it simple. I'll do a flip through and show another journal that I have that I did on the go. You know, you can do a lot of these techniques that I do on the go. You know, I take my grandson to the park. I don't necessarily want to watch him run around with all his little friends that he's making, you know. I mean, for hours, after a while, it gets to be a little bit, you know, the same thing, if you know what I mean. So I took a little art journal with me, and I worked on a little, you know, art journal when I was out and about, and I made a little kit, and it's just kind of fun. This is just a super easy way of you can just throw a lot of this stuff into a little pouch and a glue stick, and you're off and running. So I like to keep it simple. At least for now, I want to keep it simple. So this is cute. I like this. Is this 70s or what? With the calico. It's a little tally for bridge. I think it's a bridge tally. I think this would be this would be a really great journal spot. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, the colors on it might not work, so I'm just going to throw some things around on here and see what I think. This is look at, that's a hi-fi. Anybody remember those? She's excited. Let's see. This is from, yeah, it's a lot of yarn. Yeah, that's from a magazine, a vintage magazine, crafting. Like I said, I just kind of grabbed a bunch of stuff and I wanted to see what would work. And I have this that I could use for something, for some of the smaller pieces. I like the font on that. That kind of reminded me of the 70s. So some of this stuff is from the 40s. No, this one's 1938. Look at that date. Goodness gracious. And then I have some vintage wallpaper. So I'm kind of going bright, which is another thing that doesn't seem to be very popular. Seems like a lot of people really like to keep things on the muted side. So I'm just kind of sharing with you a few of the things that I thought about, considered when whether or not I was going to keep making videos. I just didn't know whether I fit into the scheme of things anymore. So Throwback Thursday. I hope you don't mind this, but this is a picture of one of my grandmother's friends back in the day, 1931. And when I hear throwback, I always think about throwing back a beer or a brewski. And he's been sitting around waiting to go into one of my journals for the longest time. So I don't know. Throwback Thursday, he might make it in there. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Because now I'm taking out some of the color and putting in some of the, muted things. But he needs a home, so he might make it in there. But I think I'm liking the bright background and then kind of some of these muted pieces. So I'm going to put him down. I'm going to see if these will work. I just feel like there needs to be something there. I'm not sure if it's him. See that spot right there? It's really bothering me. I tore this off for some reason. I wonder if I could put it back on there, like that. I wonder if just adding a little bit of something there like that would work. Let's try it. Why not? If you're new to my channel, I use a lot of sandpaper to take the edges off. It kind of distresses the edges and makes it a little bit nicer, but it also kind of almost seals the paper together on the edges a little bit, which helps later on when things want to peel. So, but it's just a junk journal, you know, things peel off, who cares? Not a big deal. This is from a set of stickers I bought way back in the day, so I thought I'd throw that on there. See if I could find a home for it. So this is something that I took out of a journal that wasn't working for me anymore. And I don't know how many of you have that, you know, have that happen. But sometimes I will get into a, you know, a challenge. That's kind of the reason why I was hesitant to even join this challenge. Number one, it's been going on for almost 2 weeks. And number two, you know, some of the challenges that I've, you know, participated in the past kind of petered out, fell short, just didn't, you know, end up being quite what I really kind of wanted to do with my time. And so I wasted more time on it than I should have. And so I've been a little hesitant since then to get involved with challenges. So, but this time it's different. I really feel as if, this challenge is going to help me declutter and downsize my stash, because that is my goal, which is the day one for this challenge was resolutions. And so what I'm thinking I may be doing is jumping in to, you know, just jumping around in the days, trying to stay on track, but not necessarily doing everything in chronological order. Like for instance, this video, by the time I'm done with it and I get it edited and uploaded, it might be tomorrow. So, but I really wanted to do this one. I was really kind of excited about having all these bits and pieces kind of organized and ready to go, which usually, when you watch my art journaling videos, you see me searching around for just the right whatever. I'm trying to limit myself quite a bit on this one. I'm trying to limit myself. Oh, goodness. See, I knew that there were two there. Look at that. Wonder how that's going to work. Let's see if I can get that off of there. Goodness gracious, look at that. I had a feeling that I had two of them there. Look at that. How funny. Now I tore that, but I can fix it. But yeah, I really feel like I'm going to get some stuff done now, and it's going to make me. I'll be honest with you, I don't have the amount of energy to do some of this stuff as I used to. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Okay. And that would not be the first time that I've cut something out and changed my mind. But you know what? I think I'm liking that. Although I don't usually like to have kind of that square piece just floating like that. I usually like to make sure that something like that is butted up against something. Think she wants to hang out with Fred? That's actually why I picked her. She looked like she'd be kind of judgmental, which I thought was kind of funny. And there's that. I like that. I don't mind covering up that tomato soup. Yeah, and I don't think I want to cover up Fred's name. I don't think I'm doing the less is more with this one. I've been watching a lot of videos and people just really lay on the layers a lot, and I'm just kind of digging it, because you know, when you lay that many layers on your page just feels so lovely and it's substantial, you know, like that used to be a thin piece of scrapbook paper. Now it's nice and substantial. Let's see. Yeah, let's go for it. This is a bit much. I don't think those are going to make it. So I hate to admit it, but I'm not completely sold on all these bits and pieces. This one's not going to make it. So I grab my small. I try to keep ephemera organized in sizes, but like this is like my mini. These are my mini pieces that would go in a smaller journal like this. Like I would grab that when I, you know, throw it in a tote if I were to go to the park with my grandson. But I kind of need something just kind of down here. These are long ways kinds of situations. But I feel like there needs to be something there with this stamp. I want that there, but I want something kind of muted to go there also. Not another stamp, but here's some wallpaper. Nah. Sometimes you just have to commit, especially when you have a piece of paper that's 900 years old and is about ready to fall apart in your hands. Goodness gracious. I love these little stickers. I wish I could remember where I got them and could find them again. They're so kitschy and so cute. I love that kind of art. So this needs something down here. I'm just going to put that on there and then think about embellishing at another time. This is something I was thinking. Oh, you know what? I wish I didn't use the yellow doily almost. I wonder if... This was from another project too. Another journal that I took apart. Do it all the time. I'd like to stop doing that, to be honest with you. See, you can see the whatever it was I had back there. Whoopsie. That's why I didn't tear it off before, I think, because it was coming off of that. There. But yeah, it makes for a super thick piece, not being able to get that off of there. I'm gonna have to live with it. I don't want to tear it up. Okay. Ooh, that's cute. I like that. Good. Nice and uneven. I like that. Okay. Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. Yeah. Get some of this stuff off of here. What's that? Oh. I can't believe it. I love that it's picking up this green. It's picking up this red. It's covering up a little bit of that yellow that I have a little bit too much of. See, sometimes things work out perfectly. A new home. Perfect. So, the only thing is I think is this is a lot of hoo-ha, so I'm thinking that maybe something like that might break it up a little bit. Yeah, why not? Okay. There. Yeah, I like that. I like starting off with the muted background, bringing in a lot of color, and then kind of toning the color down again with more layers. I just like the way it looks to kind of have that. It looks, it kind of gives it a really dimensional kind of look. I feel like this is a lot of dark up here. Now, if I had some cool corners, I used to have some. But if I had something like that I could put on this corner to kind of, you know, tone it down a little bit. It's a lot of brown. So when all else fails, use a doily or a flower or a butterfly. If I had there's a butterfly, so we're good there. But so I have a lot of red, orange. I think something orange up there maybe. Oh, look at that. That's really pretty. I'm not sure about this. I'm just going to set it there and see what I think. See, it has this black in it too. I'm just going to set it there and see if I can find something else better I like. But yeah, there we're on a roll. Well, you know what? I could do this all day, I'm sure. But this is a flower I've had for quite a while. I'm not sure if it's a sticker. Yes, it is. And it needs to be used up. So I'm going to go ahead and just make the decision. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, kind of breaks it up a little bit. Well, there we are. I think I'm done. I feel really good about this. Usually I would come in and do some pencil work, but this is really just a junk journal. And with junk journals, I'm really not that worried about making it artistic as much as I am just kind of having fun playing with ephemera and working on composition. So um, I'm really happy with this. I don't journal in these. I have a private journal that I do journaling in. This is just for ephemera and playing around and having fun. So yeah, well, thank you so much for watching me with this video, and I hope that you will join in on junk journaling January with Meg Journals. And like I said, I'll have the links down below where you can find all the information if you want to join in. She also does Junk Journal July, which I'm really looking forward to actually jumping in on time with. Hopefully I will get more videos made. Hopefully I'll come in here and start playing with all my ephemera and sharing more this year. It's one of my goals. So until next time, thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.